ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Hello students, now we are in the discussion about different branches of taxonomy. So when you take the different branches of taxonomy, now we studied about, for the last class we studied about the two branches, then nothing but alpha taxonomy, as well as we studied about omega taxonomy, right? So whenever you have a possibility of getting the question, which classification is based upon purely morphological characteristics, means choose the option as alpha taxonomy. Which classification speaks about the floral characters and other characters like palynology, embryology, serology and cytology, genetics including morphological characters, means try to choose the option as omega taxonomy. What not, there are different branches are there. We are not going to study all branches of taxonomy because there are so many branches which come under the category called taxonomy. Taxonomy is the main category, and let us discuss few important branches along with alpha taxonomy and omega taxonomy. So let us discuss some more. Numerical taxonomy. Let us take next branch. What is that? A numerical taxonomy. When you take the numerical taxonomy here, it speaks about, here we say that numerical taxonomy, it always uses, it includes mathematical methods, it includes mathematical methods, right? A mathematical methods for what? These mathematical methods are used for solving taxonomic problems. Solving taxonomic problems. So we make use of some of the mathematical methods used for solving taxonomic problems. Meaning, problems means not the one which we get stress from environment. They are not called problems here. Every plant has their own number of carpels, number of petals, number of sepals, number of stamens, number of carpels. So they will give the two plants for comparison. They will ask you total number of stamens, total number of carpels. For example, if the question is given the total number of stamens in pea plant, then what you have to take? Diandrous condition. That means two bundles, 9 plus 1, Fabaceae character. 9 are fused, 1 is free. Morphology we studied. Did you remember? Number of stamens. Then they will give you a 10 pea plants. Find out the total number of stamens. That is a taxonomic problem. That is a taxonomic problem. That means if you know that one pea plant has 9 plus 1 arrangement, then only you will come to know that the 10 plants will have 100 stamens. If you don't know that pea plant has 9 plus 1 stamens, you cannot calculate for total number of stamens in the pea plant. Like that, we have some numerical problems on taxonomy. We will do it. In taxonomy we will do it, and after we completion of one more chapter called flowering plants. In flowering plants we get more taxonomic numericals. At the time we will do all taxonomic problems. That means here we make use of mathematical methods used for solving a taxonomic problems. Then it is called as, it's a branch of science called as a numerical taxonomy. So here it includes codes, numbers. So it includes codes and numbers. For example, code is like, C is for corolla. C is the code for corolla, right? Number, suppose in Fabaceae the number of corolla are 5, means 5 petals. Corolla means petals. There are 5 petals in the Fabaceae. Then what you will write? Code C is corolla. 5 C5 meaning, I will write here for example for you to understand. This mathematical methods includes codes and numbers. For example, C5 meaning C corolla are also called petals. How many petals are there? number of petals is nothing but 5. Number of petals will be 5. So here C5. C5 is nothing but what? It's used as a code with numbers, right? And this is like we just will be taken as a data, will be used as data for the study of each and every characters, for the study of taxons, or we say taxonomic characters. Data, so the codes and numbers are used in the form of a data. Now data is used for the study of taxonomic characters. Now generally the data will be stored about the characters, data will be stored in, of course, in computers, right. In this, what is the important use is nothing but each character is given importance. Each character is given importance. At the same time, and all characters about the plant are taken into consideration. Okay. Each character is given importance about particular plant. What is the root, what is the stem, what is the leaf, what is the calyx, what is the corolla. Each character is given complete importance. At the same time, all characters are taken into consideration in case of numerical taxonomy. So apart from alpha and omega taxonomy, what is there? We have numerical taxonomy. What it includes? Mathematical methods used for solving taxonomic problems. It includes codes and numbers. For example, C5, C means corolla or itself are called petals. 5 refers to number of petals, it's nothing but codes, and numbers are used to represent in short symbols and short number. Now these codes and numbers are used as data for the study about the taxonomic characteristics of a particular plant, and the data what is taken from the plant is stored in computers. And in this, each character is given importance and all characters are taken into consideration. Right? Now, let us go to some other branches. Next one is cytotaxonomy. Now, what is this branch? This is nothing but the branch of science which includes cytological characters are used to solve taxonomic numericals. Okay. So, what is the meaning of this? Cytotaxonomy. So, cytology meaning study of cell, structure and function of the cell. This branch where it includes cytological characters, and these cytological characters are used to solve taxonomic numericals. You know the cell, in that the total number of cells, so total number of tissues, like that we have some taxonomic numericals are there. To solve them we need cytological characters, especially which cytological characters, like chromosome number, as well as structure and function of cell. So these cytological characteristics are used for solving the taxonomic numericals. how many cells, how many microspores are produced, how many pistils are produced, how many carpels are produced. For every cytologically, every plant has their own characters. Study of cytological characters to solve taxonomic numericals is a separate branch of a taxonomy called cytotaxonomy. Similarly, we have chemotaxonomy. Similarly, we have what is called as chemotaxonomy. So, what is this chemotaxonomy here? So, this includes here phytochemistry or phytochemical composition of plants. Same to solve same numerical taxonomic numericals. Same thing here. What is that includes? Chemotaxonomy. What it includes is a branch of science which deals with the study of phytochemical. Phyto means plant. Plant has chemicals. Every plant has its own chemical composition. As I told you earlier, some plants have aromatic chemicals, right? Some plants have terpenoids, flavonoids, organoids, resins, gums, right, oils. So, every plant has its own composition. So, these phytochemical composition of the plants are used to solve taxonomic numericals. Then there is a separate branch called as what? Chemotaxonomy. So, we have cytotaxonomy, chemotaxonomy, numerical taxonomy, right. Along with that, even we have alpha taxonomy. So, these all are nothing but different branches of taxonomy which are used for the study of classification of organisms. So, these are nothing but different branches which we take into consideration in the branch called as taxonomy. Okay, so if you take in taxonomy, what do you study now? In the branch called as taxonomy, we make a study of semi-technical description of floral plants. Semi-technical description of floral parts of a flower. So, in the branch of taxonomy, what we are going to study now? We are going to study semi-technical description of floral parts of a flower. We are trying to represent some characteristics in the form of symbols. Semi-technical means half of the characteristics it's possible to represent in the form of a symbols. For example, what are the characteristics? So, for example, if you take for a particular plant, representation of characters. Representation of what characters? So, we need to mention the characters such as, right, for a particular plant. I want to study about a particular plant. For that particular plant, what are the representation of characters? What are the characters I need to represent for the study of whole plant? If you take into consideration, it may include habit, right, then habitat, right, then vegetative characters. Vegetative itself is also called as what? Morphological characters. Then what are vegetative or morphological characters? They are always same. What are vegetative and morphological characters? They are same like root, stem and leaf. Okay, in some higher biology books, sometimes inflorescence also will be mentioned in vegetative characters, because bud condition is called inflorescence. It may not develop into flower. After developing flower, it will come under floral characters. But in most of the books, inflorescence is mentioned in floral characters. So better you take inflorescence under floral character, and vegetative characters means try to remember the type of root, the type of stem, type of leaf. These will come under vegetative characters, and also we represent what are called the floral characters, or we say flower characters. What are floral characters or flower characters? You know it very well. We call them as calyx, also called sepals, right? And then we say corolla, also called as petals. You know all floral characters, right? So we find androecium, also called as stamens, right? This is called as gynoecium, also called as carpels or pistils. Okay, so these all are nothing but what we call floral characters, or what we say flower characters. Now, how to represent these characters in semi-technical description, how to represent these characters. Okay, so vegetative characters means root and stem, floral characteristics means these all characters are, what is meant by semi-technical description? These all characters are represented in the form of symbols. These all characteristics are represented in the form of symbols. So, in the form of symbols, when you represent, it is easy to write the symbol, and if you know the symbol you can understand and you will come to know about the plant. That is why it is called as semi-technical description of the floral parts of a flower. Right. So, what is semi-technical description meaning? It is nothing but representation of the characters about the plant, including vegetative characters as well as the floral characters. Vegetative habit, it includes habit, habitat, vegetative or morphological characters root, stem and leaf, floral characters like calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Right. This all will be represented in the form of symbols. Now, when they are represented in the form of symbols, now the semi-technical description, I am talking about semi-technical description of the floral part. Now it can be divided into, it is of two types. It can be written in the form of two types. What are the two types? One is called as floral formula, and other one is called as floral diagram. One is called as floral formula and other one is called as what? Floral diagram. Floral formula, and we have what is called as floral diagram. What is floral formula? Now floral formula includes representation of these all. For example, I say K is nothing but calyx. Next I write C is nothing but corolla. Like that for every plant I write calyx, corolla, A for androecium, G for gynoecium. There may be 5 stamens, 5 petals and only 1 carpel. Then I will write this. Sepals also may be from some 5. Then it is called floral formula. Sometimes number of stamens may be 6 or 10. Right, that is floral formula, meaning formula to represent both vegetative characters as well as floral characters, and that will be represented in the form of symbols, right. And if I say calyx are 5 in number, that I will come to know by floral formula. How they are present? Are they united? Are they free? They are bigger in size, smaller in size. How do I come to know that? I will come to know that by drawing floral diagram. For example, the number of sepals, calyx means K, I am writing, or let us take corolla. Corolla are 5 in number. How they are present? How they are arranged? That part will be given by floral diagram. So, for example, if I draw like this, so this is like this. So, here like this. What is this here? You remember the 5, where you will get Fabaceae. Did you remember? Fabaceae. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. What are they? The largest petal, number of floral parts are 5. These are nothing but 5. Largest petal is called standard petal. 2 are nothing but wing petals, 2 are nothing but keel petals. Total number of petals are 5. How they are arranged here? 1 plus 2 plus 2. What is one? Largest petal called? Did you remember? Fabi, what we have done? Standard petal. Did you remember? Wing petals. We discussed this in morphology. And 2 are nothing but a small petals called, they are called as what? Keel petals. Okay, there is one standard petal 1, 2 are lateral petals called wing petals, and 2 are nothing but what are called keel petals. The arrangement is 1 plus 2 plus 2. How they are arranged can be drawn in the diagram called as floral diagram. Semi-technical description, of course in that what we draw, calyx we will draw, or we will draw androecium and gynoecium, number of stamens, these are nothing but stamens we can draw. For example, I am giving you, right, these are stamens for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, number of stamens are 8, and bicarpellary meaning 2 ovules, 2 ovaries with 2. So, this I will give you floral diagram in detail. So, the representation of floral formula in the form of diagram is called floral diagram. Representation of characters in the form of symbols is called floral formula. Again I repeat, semi-technical description of floral parts of a flower includes the 2 categories or 2 types. One is floral formula, other one is floral diagram. What is floral formula? Representation of floral characters, vegetative and floral characters in the form of symbols including number, it is called floral formula. So, we will come to know how many calyx are there, how many corolla, how many androecium, how many gynoecium, it is called floral formula. How they are arranged, calyx 5, how they are arranged, corolla 5, how they are arranged, right. That arrangement can be shown in the form of diagram, it is called floral diagram. So, it includes 2 phases, floral formula we can write in short form, and we can show easily the plant characters with the help of floral diagram. Now, let us concentrate about floral formula. So, semi-technical description includes representation of the characters in the form of symbols. Now, let us write the list of all characters with the help of symbols. With that we can make floral formula. Right. So, in semi-technical description what we are going to write? Representation of the characters with the help of a symbols. Now, let us start writing symbols, representation of plant characters with the help of symbols. Right, with this we can make floral formula, that itself is called semi-technical description of floral parts of a flower. Now, let us start writing the symbols. Let me take another marker. So, if you take the floral characters, so with the help of symbol, let us start writing. BR meaning bracteate, means the flower with bract, meaning the flower contain bract, flower with bract, it is called bracteate. So, if you want to write bracteate, simply with the help of symbol BR, BR represents bracteate condition. What is bracteate condition? Flower with bract. Suppose if we write the symbol EBR, then we can make it as ebracteate, meaning the flower without bract. The flower without bract. Okay, that means there are no bracts. Bracts are absent. When bracts are absent, simply I can write the symbol called ebracteate. Ebracteate means flower without bracts. Bracts are absent. Now let us continue. BRL, meaning bracteolate. Bracteolate means, here we can write, it means that flower with bracteoles. Flower with bracteoles. Bracteoles means some small leaf-like structures, elaborated structures of bracts. Extended structures of bracts are called bracteoles. If bracteoles are present for the flower, the condition is called bracteolate. Then we find the condition called EBRL, meaning ebracteolate, meaning we say flower without bract. Flower without bracteoles, meaning flower don't have any bracteoles. Okay, right. Now then let us go with the characters. Plus with the symbol, meaning here this is actinomorphic symmetry. Plus with the symbol means this is actinomorphic symmetry. A flower can be divisible into two equal halves. Actinomorphic symmetry, character can be represented with the symbol called plus with circle. Suppose if the symbol is percentage like this, right? Then this is zygomorphic. Zygomorphic symmetry, meaning bilateral symmetry. A flower is divisible into two equal halves in only one plane of angle of division. Then let us go with this symbol, says it's male. If we write this symbol, we say that is symbol for female. Suppose if you write having both if we write, that is nothing but the condition called as bisexual. How do you write for bisexual? Like this. If you write this symbol, this is for bisexual. Right? Plant has both male gametes as well as female gametes. That indicates the condition called bisexual. Then similarly, if you write K, it's for calyx, nothing but sepals. C if we write, that is corolla, that is nothing but petals. Right? Whenever we write symbol K, K is for calyx. If you write C, that represents corolla. P, it represents perianth. A represents androecium. Right? And G represents gynoecium. Right? K represents calyx, also called sepals. C represents corolla, also called petals. P represents perianth. A represents androecium. G represents gynoecium. Suppose if you take G down bar, we are writing G down bar, that represents superior ovary. Whenever the gynoecium position is superior, then superior ovary position written G down bar. Suppose G up bar, then that represents inferior ovary. That represents the character called inferior ovary. Suppose we write G half bar, then that represents half inferior and half superior. Half inferior, half superior. Either you can write half superior ovary or you can write half inferior ovary. That is G half bar. So these are nothing but semi-technical description of the floral parts. Representation of the plant characters with the help of symbols. BR means bracteate, flower with bract. EBR means bracteate, flower without bract. BRL means bracteolate, flower with bracteoles. EBRL means ebracteolate, flower bracteoles are absent. Plus circle means actinomorphic symmetry. Percentage means zygomorphic symmetry. This symbol is for male, this is for female. If both we write, that is bisexual. K is for calyx, C is for corolla, P is nothing but perianth, A represents androecium and G represents gynoecium. In gynoecium, G down bar is superior ovary, G up bar represents inferior ovary, G half bar represents half superior or half inferior ovary. That is nothing but still we have continuation of this, but symbolic representation of the characteristics will come under semi-technical description of a flower. Right? So, after we write all these characters, for example, in floral formula when we write, the floral formula, it may includes the floral formula, it may include bracteate, or maybe the flower is bracteolate, we write BRL. If it is actinomorphic, we will write plus, right. If it is bisexual, we will write like this. Then we start writing about K, there may be some phi, corolla may be phi, perianth is not there, androecium may be, we can take 10, 9 plus 1, right, gynoecium some 2. So, this representation of these characters in very symbolic form, it is called floral formula. Now, let us continue further. In this we say, let us continue further. Floral characters, maybe they are free or they may be united. Free means we will leave it like that, but united means represented by bracket, represented by bracket. Okay, floral characters, maybe they are free or they may be united or joined. Floral characters may be they may be joined or united, represented by, if they are joined, represented by bracket. Suppose if I take C for corolla 5, if all 5 petals are free, we simply write C5. Suppose if they are united, then we will keep it in the bracket. The bracket indicates what? They are combined. One petal is joined with another petal. They are united. United represented in the form of a bracket. Similarly, the floral members may be, they show cohesion and adhesion. They show cohesion or they may be adhesion. Even we have studied this. What is cohesion? We say it's nothing but union of similar members. It is nothing but what? Union of similar members, meaning joining of similar members. We studied at the time of stamens, right? What is adhesion? Adhesion is nothing but union of dissimilar members. Union of dissimilar members. Union or fusion of dissimilar members. Then it is called as what? Adhesion. What is the meaning of cohesion? Similar members are fused. Similar members are joined. Right. For example, same thing I am writing it. So, here corolla. C is nothing but corolla. Corolla are fused. All 5 corolla are fused. Fused means I kept in bracket. United. Fused means I kept in bracket. Which are fused? Similar members, meaning all petals are fused. That means one petal is fused with another petal. One petal when it is fused with other petal, they both all are nothing but petals. They all are nothing but similar members. Fusion of similar members, union of similar members. Here all 5 petals are joined, one attached with other. That's why I kept in the bracket. When similar members are fused, it's called as cohesion. Suppose we take adhesion, union of dissimilar members. When you take union of dissimilar members, for example, C represents corolla, A represents androecium. So, we keep an arc like this. What does this arc says here? This is nothing but union of dissimilar member. Dissimilar means what? C means corolla, that is petal. A means androecium, that is nothing but stamens. That means stamens are fused with corolla. Corolla structure is different, stamen structure is different, both are nothing but dissimilar. Fusion of dissimilar members can be represented with this symbol, arc symbol. So, fusion can be represented with this type of symbol. If dissimilar members are fused with the help of arc, we just write with the help of arc. What is this condition? So, where do you find stamens are fused with corolla? Stamens are fused with petals or corolla. Where do you find this condition? Guys, I told you stamens, cohesion and adhesion. At this time in morphology we studied. What is that condition is called? When stamens are fused with corolla, then the condition is called epipetalous condition. Did you remember? Epipetalous condition. What is epipetalous condition? Petals on their surface, epi means on the surface, petals on the surface they are fused with stamens. That condition is called epipetalous condition. That's why I told you morphology you need to revise number of times. Why? Because morphology related things will touch almost in every chapter. So, in morphology we studied petals are fused with stamens, the condition is called petalous. And where you can find the such type that occur in, it occurs in, means observed in Solanaceae. It's one of the characteristic of what? Solanaceae. It is found and observed in case of Solanaceae. So, very important. We discussed this part in morphology. Once again let us recollect it about Solanaceae. One of the very important character is epipetalous, where stamens are fused with corolla. This part you studied in morphology. Now what you studied extra here, this condition can be represented with A arc with C, meaning stamens are fused with corolla. So, let us quickly revise it. Semi-technical description of flowering plant. In that characters if you take, the floral characters may be free, polypetalous, gamopetalous, polysepalous, gamocephalous, right. Poly means they are free. So, here corolla the number of petals are 5, simply we write number 5. If they are united, if they are joined, they are represented by bracket. So, if you keep bracket, that means they all are 5 are fused, attached with one another. Similarly, it may be cohesion, it may be we find adhesion. What is cohesion here? Union of similar members, meaning same example, if I take corolla having 5, all 5 are fused, all 5 are nothing but petals, they are similar members. So, it is called cohesion. What is adhesion? Union of dissimilar members. So, here stamen is different, corolla is different, but both are fused, represented with the arc symbol that indicates both are dissimilar, and it is called adhesion. Now, coming to when stamens are fused with corolla, that is represented with an arc, this is called cohesion, this is represents adhesion. So, adhesion means dissimilar members. Where do you find, what do you call such condition? It is called epipetalous condition. It is one of the very important characteristic of Solanaceae, very important, right. So, this using these symbols we will try to represent what is called as floral formula.
ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.